friends.
Hey, Wheeze. How you been, little buddy?
Hey, Ryder. It's good to see you. To be honest, I've been better.
Maybe you're coming down with something. It's pretty cold out there, Wheeze. Maybe you need to see a doctor.
No, don't say that word.
Word?
Doctor, don't say it.
Wheeze, is everything going okay in here? I could have swore I heard something.
No, Tavern Keep, everything's fine. I just got a bit of sniffle.
Hey, Tavern Keep, it looks like Wheeze might need to see a doctor.
No, it's fine. Wheeze, don't you worry about this. I'll go fix you up something right now, make you feel better, okay? I'll be right back.
Jeez, what's all that about, Wheeze?
It's a long time ago story. The Tavern Keep ventured his own. He was looking to open up a tavern. Prices were low there. He was unaware of it being a dangerous environment. He stayed at a dumpy inn just inside the city. It was goopy and filled with angry people. He woke up the next morning, and when he went out to meet the seller, that's when he saw him.
Who'd he see?
Mundo. I saw Dr. Mundo.
My God.
Here, Wheeze. Sip this, and it'll make you feel better.
Thanks, Tavern Keep.
Okay, Ryder, since you're so curious, I can tell you Mundo's story.
Whoa, Tavern Keep, the last person I hear cross paths with Mundo told me through half a face. You go ahead and you tell me.
Okay. Bard, give us something a little strange. Something that sounds like Zon, but without the dying and without the fart smell and without the terribleness and without me ever being there ever again.
It has been a while,
Mundo thought, stroking the massive purple tongue that hung from his mouth like an executed criminal swinging from the gallows.
since Mundo made a house call.
He rolled out of his bed, a large wooden box filled with sharp knives and rusty nails, brushed his teeth with a nail file, and ate breakfast. A cat. Mundo felt exuberant. He felt alive. Today was a fine day for practicing medicine. He spotted his first patient hawking shimmer drops just outside Ranker's limb maintenance. The man limped around in a circle shouting at everyone within arm's length about how shimmer drops would make their eyes roll into the back of their heads and how if they didn't buy some right now, right this second, then they were damn idiots and did you just give him a condescending look? Because he'll kill you and your family and your family's family. Mundo took out his notepad, a tool he often used to mark down observations about his patients, both past and present. The notepad was large, yellow, and imaginary. Patient exhibits signs of mania, Mundo would have written if he hadn't been tracing random squiggles in the air with his meaty finger. Possible infection of nervous system via cranial virus. He might have inscribed if he were capable of multisyllabic thought.
Mundo cure head and face area good.
Rank was just about to pack up his shimmer drops and head home for the night. He needed to get new shoes. These ones rubbed his feet raw when he walked, and at the end of a long day's work, hadn't he earned the soft leather of gray eels? As Rank was thinking this, a huge purple monster jumped out of the shadows and yelled,
Mundo has results of your blood work.
Mundo left his patient more or less how he found him, save for a few limbs, and took to the Commissaria Fantastica, a market specializing primarily in gearwork toys. Though most of the shops were closed, Mundo spied a lone Zonite teetering to and fro. As he stumbled down the path, the Zonite sang a song of a Piltover beauty and the shy boy from the Undercity who loved her, except he seemed to have forgotten most of the words, apart from big ol' eyes and gave it to her. An empty bottle dangled from his hand, and he looked as if he hadn't had a bath in months. Was this man affected by the same disease that had ravaged the shimmer drop dealer? Was this a virus? An epidemic in the making. Mundo had to act fast. This was clearly a man in need of medical attention.
Take 2 of these and talk to Mundo in the morning.
The purple monstrosity said as he tossed a meat cleaver into the drunk's back. Mundo descended into Zon's sump level. If there was a virus going around, chances were it originated here. There must be a patient 0 somewhere. If he could just cure the first sufferer of this mystery disease, Mundo knew he could cure the rest of Zon. But how was Mundo to find one specific patient in the sprawl of the sump level? What steps would he take to isolate, quarantine, and fix the most suffering of Zonites? How would he... Mundo heard something. Footsteps and rhythmic clang of metal against metal. He followed the noise as carefully and quietly as he could. Wouldn't want to spook the patient into running away and infecting even more people, and found exactly what he was looking for. A young boy, no older than 15 probably, with a shock of white hair and a large metal sword-looking thing in his hand. He had some sort of hourglass tattooed on his face, maybe a warning? A symbol that he was not to be approached under any circumstances? Mundo knew he'd found him. Patient Zero. It would be a complex operation requiring skill, planning, a careful eye, and...
You might feel a little sting,
the creature said, leaping out, his enormous purple form hurtling into the air, massive cleaver in hand, tongue flapping in the wind. The boy was surprised, but not unprepared. Anybody hanging out in the sump knew to be ready for trouble at a moment's notice, and the kid had plenty of time to prepare. Nothing but time, in fact. No two ways about it. This was a troublesome patient. He refused to answer Mundo's questions about his medical history, and repeatedly evaded Mundo's attempts to make him take his medicine. He repeated to himself over and over again, perhaps suffering from a case of physical amnesia, and had no respect for Dr. Mundo's authority. The two scuffled over the child's sicknesses for what felt like hours. Mundo made what he thought were very salient points about the merits of his treatment, but the child consistently evaded Mundo's attempts to help him. Mundo grew tired of arguing with the boy. He mustered up one final attempt at treatment, wielding his precision scalpel with the artistry of a Damassian duelist. The words of his medical vows,
Mundo fix all things. Mundo do medicine very hard,
ran through his head again and again. His desire to cure this child filled him with purpose and determination. He swung with all his might. The treatment was a success. But then, somehow, the treatment reversed itself. Whatever good Mundo had accomplished in his last attempt at a cure was suddenly undone. To Mundo's utter confusion, the child scurried away, utterly uncured. Mundo screamed in irritation.
Why can't Mundo save them all?
He screamed at the sky. Not every operation was a success. Mundo would be the first to admit that. Still, Mundo tried to focus on the positive. Apart from this most recent patient, Mundo had helped an awful lot of people. He'd done a full day's work, and now it was time to rest. As the sun came up, Mundo retired home and tucked himself into bed. Who knew what tomorrow might bring? Another patient to help, another epidemic to stop. A doctor's work was never done.
Tavern Keep, that is absolutely insane.
Ooh, Ryder, I know it.
I can't believe you got out unscathed.
Well, I guess I wouldn't say that. Wheeze knows I'm a little self-conscious about it, but here, check this out.
Whoa! Holy crap, Tavern Keep, it took your arm? That's amazing. No, not your arm missing, but this new arm.
Yeah, it's kinda cool, I guess. I missed the old one, to be honest. When it all happened and Mundo got me, I was pretty dead to rights, just like everybody else who ever passed him. But as luck would have it, someone found me. I can only remember bits and pieces. I just remember pops and whizzes and whirls and the sound of a blowtorch. I woke up in the middle of the street again, this time with a robotic arm.
Cheers to whoever found you that day. Raise your glass, Wheeze. How is that drink treating you, Wheeze? How you feeling?
I feel amazing!
Don't worry, Ryder, that'll wear off soon. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the tavern this week. I know it's been a little bit. It's been about 2.5 weeks since I've uploaded anything. I'm very sorry about that, but life stuff has just been getting in the way. I gotta deal with work stuff, and I'm back in college again after some years, and it's definitely been taking its toll. Definitely gonna be putting out more. Don't worry if there's any time in between any of them. I've fallen in love with this project, and I really want to see it through. As for the story itself, I hope you guys had fun with it. I hope it made you guys laugh. It made me laugh immediately when I first read it, so I knew I had to do it. I know it was more simple in comparison to some of my other cinematic type of works, but Mundo himself isn't that complicated. He's kind of simple and derpy and silly, and I kind of wanted that to translate a little bit. I hope I was successful there. I also want to point out that I did throw in a few Easter eggs this week. It's getting a little cold outside the tavern for some reason, and we now know that Tavern Keep has had a bodily replacement of sorts. I wonder who made that for him.
Stay tuned to find out next time on Tavern Bear.
But really, guys, thank you so much for your patience and showing me love even in the early stages of my YouTube stuff. It really does mean a lot. And folks, from Tavern Bear to you, cheers.